Alright, hello once again, and welcome back to our Shining Soul playthrough. I've got some free time, we're gonna keep going at it with our Ice Mage character here. Now, it's been a while, since I've been quite busy with recording things for the Duelist tournament, so I think last time we killed some guy who was popping up out of the environment. We should be ready to go into the dungeon. Hopefully continue the ARPG thing. So finding cool new stuff and getting more powerful. Yes, I'm starting to recall now. Can cheese these guys a little bit. Hashtag cheese strats, delicious cheese. Ah, didn't aim up. Come here. Can I? Yeah, I need to remember how to play again. Okay, let's give it this ice golem. About 70 damage for the ice golem. I need to stop messing with that button. Not sure if we need to kill them all on this floor, but we'll do some killing. This is some close quarters here. I don't like it. But we'll be fine. Well, I say we'll be fine because I'm optimistic. That damn wizard and his damn electrical attack. I can't even focus on him. There we go. And the knights are taking a lot of our directional priority on the spell. Whoops, that was bad. Gotta get ready for the day. He's stuck in the corner. Maybe I should save some energy. Bassinet. I'm guessing I cannot make use of that. Oh, we need level 3 Inferno. Some more damage. Okay, maybe I should have known. Puzzles in this game, not too sophisticated. It's not like they've gone out of their way to try and trick you, the player. Oh, we might die here. Okay, we'll be fine. We have tactics on our side. This right here? Ooh, I can't aim up. They can't aim down, seemingly. Inferno OP. But yeah, these wizards, probably the most dangerous enemies. I'm not sure what electricity is weak to in this game, too. Or if I have an advantaged element. Maybe the tornado? Don't know. But I kind of shifted my idea. So I wanted to level up Blast, but we're gonna level up Inferno instead, so I can deal with ice enemies. It just makes the most sense with their build. Can I hit you from here? So I don't mind cheesing all of you. Nope, cannot. This guy is bigger fire, right? That's his shtick. He could be the boss of the floor, so maybe I don't need to slay these knights, but there's a lot of them over here. We might be a little preoccupado. I could use that item. Either that or time. This map is a little unfortunate for our enemies here. They can't seem to do a whole lot about us. Huh, their tier 5 spell is lacking in the DPS department, which is concerning. Okay, Dark Tower. So it might be a semi-sophisticated floor layout. Which is a nice change of pace from all the open areas. Figured I'd preserve some energy. I would go up, but I want the max spawns up top. Maybe I'll go up, and then we only have 4 enemies to deal with. Power wine. Sadly, not what we desire, right? Ooh. Ooh. A free scroll. Unidentified. We got a power boost coming our way. Thank you, Vikran, for the gift early in this stream session, or recording session. We'll come back down if there's not a boss. Maybe this guy's boss. And I'll swap my spell as soon as we have a safe moment. Holy fireball. That is pain. Oh yeah, we want to stay near these guys. They actually can't hit us very well. Ah. That's the end of this floor of the tower. Damn it, could you guys like stop spawning? I would like to put on a cool new ice spell without dying in the background. Alright, well, we could go to the next floor. Okay, yeah, and hope that we have a moment's peace. So I happen to have a value scroll. Free scroll of power. Oof, +3. I mean, it's nice, right? That's nice. That, unfortunately, we just don't need power. We also have a new Inferno scroll here, but I don't know if it's going to be better than a secret scroll. And power wine, which ups our strength permanently. So we're going to drink that. I'll add that item to our shortcuts. We cannot use the bassinet. I'm just going to put this here and move these a tad. Oh yeah, the dark side orb. Alright, we're building up to check out the special superpower. Of the wind creature, because I figured I should, well, I wanna see them all. And just give me 1 second here. I always have to check my Discardian messages just because I'm Torny Hosky. Sometimes people need me for things. Not sure if anyone's playing their games today though. We get a nice break. I spent the better part of yesterday recording matches for the cast this week, so we're all good to go in that regard. We got a new monster. How much did that do? 56? Only 37, but it's hitting the guys on the bottom. Not a boss. So, in random conversation, I suppose. There has been increasing amounts of doom and gloom discussion regarding Mega Man Cross Dive reaching its end of service. Of course, there's no official confirmation that this is the case. It's just people speculating because the latest update, which just went live the other day, is another repeat event with nothing, you know, nothing fantabulously new going on. I don't even think they added a new character this week, which I don't expect them to add a new character every update. They haven't in the past. So it seems to be a bit of downtime. And we basically have two schools of thought. You're either a doom and gloomer, and you think it's the inevitable end of service, which it could be, I suppose. The game is about 3 years old now, from its initial mobile release. Only 1 year on Steam, though. Or you are of the they're working on new content, they just need time train of thought, which is also a likely possibility. It's too bad I don't have some sort of alternative, like a lightning spell or something for this guy. Call the herd down here on the bottom. Okay, it doesn't seem worth. It's very safe, yeah, but worth? I don't think it's very worth. So, we're definitely safe here. This map, there's a lot of areas I can outrange the enemy. That's a fancy looking sword. Bust a sword. But yeah. Should cross dive reach the end of its lifespan, I will do a full day of trying to get some multiplayer in, I think. Maybe I'll even live stream it, and I'll cover all of the co-op maps that I have access to currently, assuming the servers go down. I won't be able to do that anymore because you have to have a co-op partner to play a lot of those maps. They let you play the first couple solo, but not the later ones. Later ones, they force you to have a friend. And we can do like a farewell cross dive recording if it comes to pass, you know, and eventually it'll die, I imagine. These damn MOBA games. But if it does die, I get a lot of free time back. And who knows, maybe I'll actually start working on some Mega Man projects I had in mind. That archer to no longer be firing upon mine face. This game is so generous. That sword swing looked like it should have nailed me. A tiara. Can I wear that? Oh, souls maxed. Maybe during the boss fight we'll look at the skill. Bit of a puzzle room. Oh. Well, if that goes down there and this went to the other side, then I'm missing something here. And that would be what I'm missing. I had made the assumption that it was going to send me back initially the first time we came up there, but that was incorrect, clearly. Yeah, I should probably heal. Circlet. But tiara and a circlet now. Like how the archer just creeps closer to you. Nice battle axe. This was a large floor. Unfortunately for me. Yeah, if I don't want to be spawning one at a time, we'll leave up here. Kill these guys down here. Fortunately, I couldn't get the perfect angle on this dark archer. Hey, you. Oh, you poor, poor enemies over there instead of over here. Ah, that's the boss. There we go. Oh, he has tracking fire. Okay, but he doesn't want to shoot from a distance. I think we'll recover here. I need some TP. We'll sit for a moment. Slow roll. I got an item. Use the weak item. There you go. 148, 154. That's the kind of damage I want to see. 3-shot the boss. Our spell's just not very effective against other things here. I don't know where the staircase... Okay, it was up here. Good call me. This dark tower might take a while. I guess it depends on... Like, instead of me killing these things down here, I should probably skip these two. So they don't respawn, ideally, and just move forward. Uh-oh, we have a lightning guy. Yeah, that's the only problem with this title. And I can tell I'm gonna have to go back down, and maybe my magic blast will reach from up here. That is a negative, sir. Thanks. Not a single enemy has dropped us mithril or adamantite, whatever the second material was. Ever since we cashed in the 3, the game has been holding back on giving me more. That must be the boss. What the? That's a backwards fireball. Oh shit. Oof. I level up too. Alright, so we're still working on Blast. No. Inferno. We want more damage. I'm gonna go to 40 dexterity though. $34 vitality might not be enough vitality. Anyway, more robots. All 5 are here, so we kinda need to kill this squad. It's a new robot. Battle Spear. Some money. I like that they take off their little crystal balls. They're kind of like a dragoon. Except they use their face to attack. It's a StarCraft dragoon, I'm imagining, by the way. Just because they're 4-legged. Look a little bit like one. Foolish archer! Inventory is full. Well, let's do this. Make sure we buy one on our way back. I forgot to check the tiara and whatnot. Oh yeah, that's a lot more defense. And the tiara needs to be ID'd. Right. Do we have enough money for that? Inferno Scroll +3 is no match for everything. Tiara power. Why is everything of power? The life of a wizard. You only find items for fighters. So this thing is all attack 20. This is also all attack 20. It gives you 10 intelligence and -1 SP cost. I don't know if that's a negative or a positive, that one. There's special effects on that, so we'll just sell that. The tiara is slightly worse than our thing, but has power +2, aka it's hot garbage. We're gonna sell everything. Everything needs to be sold. If only my inventory was increasable. Man, I would love a modern game like this. Just, you know, modernized in a lot of nice ways. What do we have? Was this Scroll of Force? If it's not power, it's force, which also increases strength. I'll be sad when the day comes that this person doesn't sell that item. Okay, and before we go back, just gotta check some more messages. Lots of messages. Okay. Thank you for granting me a moment. Not like you guys had much of a choice or say in the matter, but I'll thank you regardless. Or you skipped ahead like an intelligent human being. In which case, I'm proud of you. Oh, glorious fast-forwarding powers. Now, granted, so, honestly, like, I don't expect too many people to tune into the original Shining Soul. The game, by its nature, like, this is very repetitive what we're doing, but I love it. And action RPGs, I haven't played any in a while. I usually avoid them because I can get really into them. Because this is a good way to kill time, you know? I would prefer a slightly increased sophistication, you know? I would like additional options. A la Diablo 2 skill tree. Because it's more fun. An Emerald Charm. Ooh, speaking of Mithril. Is that Emerald Charm Ace? It's not a soul. 10 resistance to ice and lightning is super tempting. So I'll probably wear this. Decorated with emerald. Yeah, I will probably wear that after we use our spell. So I'm just going to use our spell now. So we can see what it looks like. Okay, about 100 damage. I suppose I should actually kite the fire dragon a bit. Especially if she's spitting fire. Hey up! There's shame in retreat. We gotta drink pots. And while we're idling, put that on and give up Zephyr's soul. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna keep it. Pretty cool looking summon entity. I do like summons, so you think I would just use those and treat it as being a summoner. Maybe if I can find a really cool one. I would like one that has a better passive effect, right? Resistances would be excellent. I am definitely noticing that the elemental damage is the most painful stuff in this game. And I would love to get some resistances to combat that. Dark Tower 6. Hold up. Give me another moment, please. Not see what I picked up there, but holy drops, Batman. Was it just a goddess tier? Yeah, I think it was. Oh, that could be the boss already. Eh. I can't pick up the 321 gold. Ooh, not one but two angel wings. Help! Oh shit! Ooh, that might have killed us. I'm glad I did not stop holding forward. Silly dragon. You're no match for my power. Dark Tower 7. It's getting darker and towerier. You actually can't go through here. I suppose programmers didn't really want to bother with that. Man, this Dark Tower is kind of cool. There's like 3 new enemy types. And we got some punching goblin guy up there. Brawler class. Alright, so I was thinking about it, and once I'm done with Shining Soul 1 here, I think I'm in the mood to continue my Bravely Default RPG challenge rather than moving on to Shining Soul 2. So we'll probably be back for Shining Soul 2 in the far future. And I don't even think I'm going to finish this game today. I have no idea how much more content there is to go. We are about down 3 or 4 of the 5 generals, though. I'm not sure what sort of post-game this game has, but I'm willing to play it if it's got it. Maybe the post-game will be very exciting. Oh, it hurts so bad. That 1 HP was from me hitting the button and doing the 1 HP heal. Wow. Yikers. Do any of the stats build resistance? I need some resistance armor pieces. That's what we need. We need to find magical armor that has resistances. And especially lightning. Like, I can dodge fire. I don't even see enemies shoot ice at me. Like, ice is an unrepresented thing. That resist scroll, we should probably actually make use of it when we see magic entities to face off against. Damn, they keep spawning down there. Okay, I think all the central ones just take me down a floor, right? The lightning can hit me. My fire can't hit them. Huh. Looking at the damage of level 5, which is 51, compared to like level 4, which is 48, and then level 3, which is 42, I should probably just shoot level 3 at these guys. I don't know if the other 2 charges are really worth it. Then I run out of my mana sooner. Alright, here, hold up. We might die here. Get off this floor. It's not even necessarily safe down here. Okay, I need energy. Let's go back and get energy. Right, I have a resist scroll fire shield. Equip that. Let's deposit our summon. Let's deposit our mithril. Organize this a little bit. Put the spare weapons in page 4. And my useless junk can go here. Deposit that, get space. Deposit this, because I'm not buying anything. And then I'll sell the rest. Maybe I'll buy some extra healing pots. Can't buy healing pots, only healing drops. Buy one. Just to max out my stuff, and I need to adjust my seating here. I'm like sinking into the seat. I need a new chair, quite badly. Man, this text is slow when you don't mash the button. Imagine how long your playthrough would be if you never mashed A. Or B. I'm not sure which button I'm hitting. Light shine on your soul. Okay, we're back. Get some tier 1 resist up. Out of curiosity. Okay, I can see it. I was wondering if you see it in the stats screen. So it gives us about 15 for each stat. 25 lightning resistance right now. And there's something else I want to see. Okay, we can exceed 50. That's what I was curious about. Also, ooh, royal gown. Hello. 5 intelligence. Gimme, gimme. More defense. But not more resistance. Yeah, I'm all about that resistance now. Another tiara. Yeah, I like those green guys. They give a good 24 and they die pretty fast. So if we could just have more of them and less robots. So robots, I don't mind. They're very slow. And they miss me all the time, but they are long to kill. Not hard to kill, long to kill. I do not have the elemental advantage against these. Their design really reminds me of, I know it's a Japanese myth because they have those really tightly slitted eyes that's on like the one god or whatever. Looks like the one SMT demon. There's a lot of things that have that appearance. Okay, that must be the boss. Slightly grayer. Purple guy. Can you see the boss? I don't know, some people might not notice that shift in color. Committed to finishing the job. Okay, floor well covered. Oops. Yeah, we're gonna increase the resistance spell after I'm done with Inferno. I was interested in slow originally, but I think resistance is gonna be the way to go. We'll see, you know, I don't know how much endgame content there is. Might not even be relevant, really. Wow, camper much. Camper is gonna camp. Well, at least the dragon is hyper vulnerable to that. Oh good, he died. I panicked. I panicked. He got like 2 attacks off, 1 miss, 1 hit. And our resistance faded away. Yes, you guys, I appreciate. Solid 83. It's the kind of DPS we want to be doing. Can we just throw entire shards of icicle junk? That is our one-trick pony weapon. Oh no! An ice dragon! It's okay, we have a counter. He thinks he's countering me, but it is I that is going to be countering him. Oh, okay, I'm gonna cast this again. Hold on, we're gonna recharge some mana. The slow way. And while we're recharging mana, I can tab out and do Discord shit. Ah. So, sometimes when you're playing your games, it's good to have a moment of brief respite, right? Or respite. man, got a good crack in there on my back. That stretch. Alright, we'll resume in just a second. I'm getting an update for a thing. While I'm at it, I may as well. Oh. This might take a while. I like that this ice does like no damage to me. Makes me feel like I am an ice wizard. I know it's because we have a lot of ice resistance right now. Alright, let's play safe. Recover. I will make you guys wait again. Round 2, fight. That wasn't too bad. Okay, boss, please don't be resistant to this element. And, Dark Soul. Indeed it is. Okay, elemental boy. I'm worried about the lightning. What is the fourth element? I guess a tornado? Alright, lightning is cheating. Like, come on, man. Oh, it's healing for the opponent. I could buff our resistances, but this doesn't seem that bad. We can just tank the lightning hit. Dodge the other two. Of course, if he spams lightning, we're fucked. Not 100% sure if they're healing or just adding a shield or something. Ooh, that's bad. Well, the Wombo Combo. Wizard v Wizard. I think he's a little better than I am at this. Alright, maybe I want resistance up. Such a cheeky, breaky bastard, yo. Yeah, I was wondering if I stay behind them, if lightning is irrelevant. And then we just have to dodge. That seems to be the case. The AI, you can't aim behind you. This might take a really long time now. Ugh. Fuck. I got baited. The simple boss. I feel like they're getting faster and faster. Got baited again. I'm kind of hoping that his green is more of a magic resistance increase than a heal. Come on, me, this isn't hard. Just pay attention to what color comes down. And you get one shot off. That was unfortunate. Okay, they spammed a little bit there. I'm out of charge. Could you like get more central? Cheeky. Concentrating a little bit. Maybe when the green goes off, I shouldn't hit them or something. This fight kind of sucks for a wizard, I'll say that much. What? Actual cheating? We've established you can't aim backwards with the lightning. You can't change the rules mid-fight. How much HP do you have? And can we do the fire attack more? I've noticed that the fire attack, they take more damage. Maybe it's just superstition on my part. I have an itch on my face. I really need to scratch. Shit. Okay. Oh, that was bullshit. I missed. Wow. Unfortunate combination of offense. They almost got us there. I don't even know if we're close to killing this boss. And that could reset up my resistances. I'm actually losing pacing with this thing. I suppose it's more of an endurance fest than I would have anticipated. Okay, do not bring a wizard to a Dark Soul battle unless you have some insanely efficient strategy. Those are like full healing every time the green comes down. Boss, please be defeated by my hand. You stand no chance. Ugh. I actually need to recuperate energy here. I don't know if it'll be worth to use another item. Whoops, that was the wrong item. Fuck you, lightning. We might not have enough DPS to beat them. So alternatives would be not using the ice spell because it's not enough DPS. Or the boss just has a truly tremendous amount of HP and we're doing very little damage with just 40 at a time. Oh man, we beat it. That was not good for the Ice Wizard. Definitely not very efficient against this guy. The real battle has only just begun. What a battle. You can't see us behind this thing. I don't think that's ever been a problem before. So it must just be the Dark Tower area. It's funny. Holy crap, yo. We survived. I am going to the Dark Dragon's castle. I am definitely not invincible. What do you have? China dress, a protection 1, tiara 1. Let's exit this. What do you have? Spark scroll of cold shield. +1. Honestly, that would be really cool to have just for the 10 resistance. But again, ice is probably the least common element I've noticed. And we're not making good use of spark right now. Although we probably should be. Final battle's near. I know you are, buddy. I won't let you down, man. Mink coat of fire shield. Ooh. Okay. I wasn't aware if it automatically takes money from your bank, and it does. So this is slightly less defense and slightly less intelligence, but 10 fire res. I actually like that. I might want to keep this in case I just stop caring about the other thing. Well, hold on to the armor. What do you have to say? Only those of the shining fleet like you can use soul power. I suppose it is lost, right? There's only a shining soul too, and never anymore. Hey, where's my robots at? Well, everyone's talking this up as the final battle. Believe in my shining soul and fight. This can't be the end already. Let's press onward though. I don't think there was anything else of interest. Dark Castle 1. Alright, just give me a second. Oh god. Sarge just sent me an AI made commercial. It's a video. I guess I'll have to check that out later. The future is actually going to be so weird, so heavily automated. Yeah, there might really come a day where people can upload their consciousness, or just conscious online, and essentially get into robot and be pseudo-immortal. The idea of transcending energy forms is always a popular one. Okay, these guys are fast. But they're not that deadly. Sure hope the Dark Dragon is susceptible to ice magic, unlike that last guy. Oh, thank goodness, a level up. But how significant of a level up is this? I heard the door open, so we had to kill everything in this dungeon. I think we'll do a little more HP, 120 for now, a little more intelligence. Sadly, only one skill point. So we might not get to play with Tier 3 Inferno. And we're sure as heck not gonna have any other utility skills to play with. A slow scroll. Fairly peaceable enemies, considering. Breastplate. That's some heavy-duty armor. Our poor mage character wishes that his magic scaled a little harder. But we've made it this far, we shall make it the rest of the way. Secret passage. Okay, imagine if I actually bothered to increase my dexterity. Like, if I can finish these enemies off, check at our status. Damn it, more spawned. Still not very high in the damage department. It is quite humorous though, to have high dexterity. I imagine the shrine is upping it by 50 or so. Oh man, Master Bow, I would be Craigasming so hard as an archer class. There's a lot of enemy here. Damn. They never stopped spawning. I couldn't check my fucking status. They just kept coming, and they just kept coming, and they just kept coming. He's the boss. I would have expected at least one more color palette swap for some things because I've been seeing like the purple demon guy for the past 3-4 areas. So I'm just surprised. And then we did get a whole bunch of new enemies in the previous area, which was nice. But this is definitely the ladder staircase guardian here, right? That is correct. I'm not gonna farm. Okay, I figured we don't need resist currently. So I'll put Inferno on in case some ice resistant entity shows up. I'm gonna need you all to freeze permanently. Uh-oh. The Hellhounds have become basic enemies. Protect Bracer. That sounds like something that raises physical defense. I don't need physical defense. Ooh, Mystic Robe. I hope it's a Mystic Robe of all elemental resistances. Plus 50. That would be overpowered. There's no way. Well, the man can dream about finding the scheme's equivalent to a Shaco, right? Or whatever the rare, super uber rare drops are. We need to go identify things. This is only 5, 3. I don't know how to math. 3 physical defense. That's not very good. Must be the leader of the pack. You're also not susceptible to ice. I still died pretty quickly though. This game's common item pools is far too great. Yeah, how many times have we picked up these scrolls with no magical attributes tied to them? Makes me sad. Let's just move on. Well, I was gonna say let me kill the kangaroos at least because they die fast. Get a little bit extra XP. Well, I may have aimed that in the wrong direction. The way this floor looks, I'm guessing it's a kill them all floor. Oh, shoot. Well, I thought he would be a little more problematic than he is. At the perfect angle. Silly dragon of ice. I'm out of SP, boys. I wonder how fast you can attack with level 1 Blaze if you maxed out your dexterity. Please die, dragon. La 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 la. Magic armor. Why has it gotta be bolt wizards? Lightning is so overpowered in this damn game. Oh, these lightning wizards are cancerous. Guess some enemy had to be actually threatening, but come on. No fun if it's undodgeable, man. Why is it gotta be undodgeable? Mystic Rope +3. Slow Scroll +1. I already have that. So this is more defense, less fire resistance. No special effects. This is more defense, no special. You would think magic armor would be magically resistant to elements. Just gonna make some money. We're just gonna make some money. I don't know if the Dark Dragon requires antidotes. We'll find out when we get there. $4,000, jeez. Okay. Send me back to the death pit. Oh, they actually maintain how much health they had too. It's honestly pretty impressive. A great bow. Yeah, it can't be that great, right? Crown. Stop aiming for the irrelevant guy. Okay. Wizard bee surviving. It's a bit of a struggle, but that's just the way it is. Can't believe these things are only providing 25 XP at this point. Why not 35 XP? I feel like we've been gaining 20 XP for the past really long while. Yeah, run, you coward. I imagine it's identical to mine. This one is fire and ice. We definitely want lightning resistance. Lightning resistance, it's funny, because in Diablo 2, lightning resistance, lightning is one of the more dangerous elements that can hit you. And nuke you. I guess cold sucks as well, but that usually gets you because it slows you down. It's nice to see varied flavors of whatever this demon is. You know what? Keep spawning. You guys are easy to kill. I would actually farm here. Just because it is the fastest way to farm. It's not worth it for me to like reset the stage and come back here because it took way too long to get here. Maybe not too long, but it took some time. Guten Dark. Goddess tier. It was a kill them all for too. How about that? Oh boy, here we go with a fire dragon. No freeze? I thought this guy's weak to this shit. Easy floor. wait. We should probably recover some magics. Yeah, I forgot to check the crown. More defense. Consider us upgraded. I just need more damage at this point. We are not very high damaging. I don't know if I'll pick up that heal scroll. It doesn't sell for more than like 70 bucks. Same with the blast. The only thing is I don't know if there's a limit to how many item drops can be on the ground at a time. So I will pick them up just in case there is a limit. £230 of monetary value. That darn charging sound just keeps on clicking. It's somewhat enjoyable. Oh, I've been got sweat off brow. Alright, we need some energies. Getting chilly. I need some warmth. That's what I need. I need some actual warmth. It's April 26th for crying out loud, and it's still freezing cold. And I know it can be cold and blizzardy all the way through May. Especially in the area I'm at. I'm gonna recharge a little bit of SP. Meanwhile, I'm gonna click around and look into a thing or two here while we do that. How long have we been going? Hour 42? Well, if there is a post game, we'll save it for another time, I suppose. Oh, this looks cool. Huh. New RPG discovery. I might check out down the road. Okay, we're looking spruced up for another couple floors, right? Aw, you. I haven't seen you in a while. Now, have we encountered Pink before? Or is this some new entity? He died pretty fast, so... Bum 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 bum. Whoa, was that ice that I just witnessed? This robot has ice magic? An enemy in this game has ice affinity? Okay, well, some of them have ice affinity. Oh yes, the level has upped. And with that, the Inferno grows more powerful. Oh god, I have been smashed with a scythe. So I notice our HP passively increases with level ups, because we went from 120 to 122. 70 intelligence. Not that I'm noticing a significant increase in power. Oh, that's some good range on that. Oh, that's so much more deeps too. I look forward to having tier 3 Inferno at my side. Magic armor? I do like magic armor. Or magic anything. Well, I do believe it is time to return. Let's see how cool this armor that we have here is. Circlet of life, so more HP, and a Guten Dark. Fire Guten Dark. I can't wear this. Oh, only the dragon? Is that the dragon guy? Oh, this is a weapon. I thought it was armor. This is a flail. Oh man, that would be so cool if I was dragon right now. Only 256? Maybe it's just a cool name and not very valuable. Because that was quite cheap sale price, so I'm not sure how good that is. I'll keep this just in case I want. Something with more fire res down the road. It's a security hold. I don't think we'll actually need it, but we'll hold it. And money. Whoops. Send me back. Bum 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 bum. An herb. Herb. Yeah, I was like thinking, no fear for these lightning guys, just oust them immediately. Dark Castle 9. Whoa. The devs must have been pretty impressed with this dragon sprite, and then they just fit 2 on screen at the same time. That's crazy. This isn't the first time we've had 2 dragons on the screen at the same time, right? This has been a while, I guess. So that's 54. Oh, 60s and 70s. Spell costs too much mana though. I have no choice. I mean, I do have a choice. We could spend infinitely more time killing them or less time. Oh, doggy owl. Down, doggy. I need some mana, so let's just get some. Just to make sure. Okay. monument of fire. My fire resistance is probably extraordinarily high. Maybe my fire damage is increased. Maybe I'm more susceptible to fire. I'm gonna guess my fire resistance is astronomically high. Not my physical D though. Okay, level 3 Inferno does about the same damage as level 5 Ice, which means Inferno would do more if we were stronger with it. But we are not. So. I need magic. I don't feel like using an item right now. Once we have another moment of reprieve, we'll idle. And recharge our mana. I can do some rolling. Posture adjusting. I need a new mouse again. Same issue. Well, this is a different issue. The mouse wheel is just so bad. I don't even have a mouse wheel anymore at this rate. The rest of the mouse works great though. There's no mouse wheel. Don't like that. Okay. Only half full, huh? Not sure, I need to kill everything in this. I've been punched. I've come to the conclusion that Sorcerer it's a great character, but it's just not great solo. Or mage or wizard or whatever we are. We're just not great solo. Either that or I'm too impatient. I just wish my magic did, you know, if I'm charging it 5 times, that we did 5 times the damage we're doing right now. Or at least 2 times the damage we're doing. At least 2 times. And I can understand things will be resistant to certain elements, but come on, man, 56. How do I get down to these gentlemen down here? I must be an idiot. Yes, I do think so. Give me a moment. I don't know why I forgot about this passageway over here. Gather round, mine enemies. A great sword. Ah, you must be boss man. Good. Not good. Lightning, lightning! I'm staying the hell away from that guy. I have nothing but respect for anyone flinging electricity in this game. A sniper suit. Sounds like a ranger uniform, so... Not even that much more deeps. Should probably heal. The terror is over. I need to see if I can do something on this emulator. Damn, the stairs are over there. Alright, hold up. Not that. Customize. There we go. That's what I want. I wanted to enable background input for when I'm tabbed out. I knew it could do it. Bum 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 bum. 11. It's another kill them all floor. Looks like it. Straight hallways in the dark castle. They are big fans of straight hallways. Oh my goodness, a valuing scroll? I haven't seen one in so long. Considering it's just a scroll of identify. I really haven't seen one in so long. herb. Good old herb. Got a good swinging on me there. Ooh, that's a new soul. It was a fire-based soul. Now, I'm not usually into fire as an element. Oh, wait, haven't we seen Phoenix's soul? No, we have Golem and we have someone else. Alright, what does it do? 5 attack, summons Phoenix. Honestly, as much as I want to see it, just to see it, I want my resistances. Even 10 resistance is a pretty big deal here. It's a lot of enemy. You know, I'm not sure that the mind stat increases magic damage as opposed to just increasing fuck, I didn't mean to heal. I think it just increases your mana pool. Well, that's nice. We retrieved their healing drop back. Okay, it was a kill them all for. So, first thing I want to do is check out this. I figured I couldn't wear it. Sniper suit of protection. I'm just gonna eat this. Delightful. Floor 12. Should be getting up there, right? Well, damn it. I raised my hands. Okay, thank goodness. I think we angel out. I think it's a good time to sell. recover our energy while we're doing town-like things in the town. Town-like things. Doing townly things. Magic armor +3. The heal scroll of wisdom +2. That could be better than our current one. Who needs dexterity when using healing when you can have increased intelligence? You know what? In all honesty, these pluses are meaningless because they're only active when the item is being used. It's all just meaningless. 63 isn't a huge armor increase, so I'm going to keep my resistances. Okay, I like it. I like it. Phoenix Soul. We'll save that one because, you know, Soul. They're kind of fun to collect. Put that down there and just leave that up there, I suppose, instead. Alright, carry me back. Oh, I'm still so chilly. These lightning guys seem a little more purpley than I recognize. Amber Charm, 20 fire res. Oh, that's 20 fire res and 10 lightning. That's... Oh, okay, right. I have fire res because of my armor. So, it's 10 lightning and 10... Damn. I fooled myself. Could have been worth. We'll stay balanced, though. Blazing Scroll. Mystic Robe. That is a lightning bot. Well, fire does jack diddly squat to this guy. Eep. Okay, our healing spell heals more, I think, thanks to the wisdom increase on it. Oh boy, level up. I don't need more HP. I think I want to get to 30 dexterity flat, though. Level 4 Inferno. Should I? Kind of want level 2 resistance, but I feel like level 1 resistance is good enough. We may as well work on this. Chrome blade. I'm not sure if it's a kill them all floor yet or if there's a boss at the top. There might just be a boss at the top, but I suppose we can make sure the maximum number of guys are spawning. Oh, I'm in trouble now. Whew. They're like froze for a second there. And here I was hoping that there was only going to be 5 here, but then another couple spawned. Not sure if we needed to kill them all, but a thorough job never hurts. You know, treasure chests are kind of disappointing in this game. Enemy drops are where it's at. Treasure chests never give me anything cool, I feel like. Pro kiting strats. Although that wouldn't even count as kiting. Let's give our energy a moment here. Try to warm up my arms while I'm at it. I don't even remember wishlisting this game. But I guess it's out on Steam now. Yeah, speaking of which, I wanted to see if Steam had this other game that I just typed in to remember. It does. $50, huh? That's pretty expensive for me. Looks cool though. RPG called Trinity Trigger from Xseed, well, from Fur-U, whoever they are, I'm not sure, but Xseed is the publisher. Apparently Fur-U did Cardfight Vanguard, Caligula Effect, Crystar, Monarch, Alliance Alive, so they've done a lot of games that I've been wanting to play. I haven't talked about it. Monarch I'm on the fence about, because, I don't know, I've seen some gameplay. It's kind of like a 3D Fire Emblem-ish thing. Alliance Alive I've always wanted to play. It's been on my wish list for a long time. It's on sale all the time, I just never buy it. Maybe Monarch sometime. I don't care about Cardfight Vanguard whatsoever. They've got a lot of Cardfight Vanguard here. Crystar, I'm not as into the action RPG things, unless it's in this style. I love this style of it. If it's like the 3D action RPG, like Harvestella, kinda, that combat gets really boring to me. Harvestella's combat needed a lot of help, so I'm never usually into those games. Yeah, but this Trinity Trigger looks cool, which is, it seems like action RPG combat of that style, but I wonder if they have character building like Diablo. And whatnot. AKA gear. We're fully charged. Not ambling here. Now this is gonna be a kill them all floor, I can just tell, so I better get to killing them all. Oh, he missed. I'm guessing a character doesn't care about whatever that is. Scorpion tail, looks like a flail. Well, that was an easy floor. My item box is full, huh? I didn't realize we picked up so much crap already. The Mystic Robe of Life, the Scorpion Tail of Skill and Electricity. And since I have a bunch of these, I'm not using this one. Sell that one. Get rid of this extra stuff. I wonder if the shopkeeper ever gets Rays of Hope and stuff. Maybe in the post game and whatnot. Another thing, I haven't been using the Dark Side Orb. I want to keep it because it seems rare, but I'm gonna deposit it. I don't like the fact that it's cursed, but man, if it isn't really damn good. What is that sound effect? Alright, send me... Almost made a mistake. Tell me when you need to return. Hey, how many of you gasped thinking I was about to leave without having a fast travel ticket back home? Be honest now. Okay, we must be nearing the end of this dungeon. Got 3 treasure chests. Ah! That's probably preset. Did that just do 0 damage? Okay, it did some damage. 42. Well, may as well use this. Doesn't waste as much of my mana. This is gonna take a while. Especially if I miss. It would be funny if this was the boss. Looks like a dark dragon, right? Thank God it doesn't do lightning power, though. That would be so stupid. I should thank developers. Thank the developers it doesn't have lightning magic. So I'm cool with lightning magic, but it'd be great if it didn't just home in on top of your head and be undodgeable. You know, or if it's gonna be undodgeable, let it be like the sorceress's static move where she's got to be right next to you to hit. Yikes. Got the cheese spot. Okay, I guess we're going. Dark Dragon. You are weird looking. This is probably true. That really hurt. Do you just take turns between those attacks? Wow, we got fucked up. I'm gonna have to learn how to dodge that. Once I learn how to dodge the bite... Please don't give up. Back in there and fight that dark dragon again, you son of a bitch. Yeah, once I learn how to dodge that bite, this will probably not be that bad. The bite seems to be covering the entirety of the area I'm standing now at the moment. Let's try touching him. We'll get close. I'll hang out like up here in this. Alright, that is not a good spot to stand. They have a lightning attack. I mean, I could heal here all day and achieve nothing, I guess. Alright, the corner back here seems safe. Except from lightning and fire. But it's safe from bite. Safe from a nibble, but it's not safe from all that shit. So the only other thing is, can I dodge the lightning? If not, do we just buy a bunch of healing items and tank the lightning? That might be the way to go. I don't think we're gonna run out of mana. This might take a minute. Their healing spell's not really good enough, but I don't have any... Maybe when the lightning head dies, if I can kill that, we could camp and heal up and out-sustain the boss, but right now... Nah, it's not happening. So I'll just heal when I get low. This is what we saved our cash monies for. Yeah, 19 of these. Resistance up would probably help too, but it's okay. I'm the Dark Dragon, the Lord of Darkness. I have lightning in my one head and it can't be dodged. I'll have to figure out the tell for when the lightning head is going to do lightning head things. If I could just hit the lightning head more often. Okay, this seems good. Seems workable. Ugh. I just have to wait till they aim down. See, I can hit that when the ice head is down though, so we might want to wait for that. Oh good, no more lightning. That wasn't so bad. I'll kill fire next and then I'll swap to Inferno. See, we figured it out. Lightning Head had 0 HP. Oh, they come back. I wonder if I have to kill all at the same time or if there's a total boss pool. I'm guessing I have to kill all at the same time. Dude, they attack at such irregular intervals. You can't really capitalize on hurting them at all. Alright, we'll just keep this up and see what happens, right? So ideally, what we're gonna do is kill the middle head a bunch of times over. And then kill the blue one eventually. Yeah, there's just no way to dodge over there. God damn, I wish the spell was better for this boss battle. Boss is kind of overpowered, man. Oh, okay. Do you think they keep their HP or reset? It isn't easy being an ice wizard. That was a lot of healing we wasted. Plenty of money though. We can buy potions all day. Inferno didn't seem entirely worth casting. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna count hits. Because I think we need to for this kind of a boss battle. I need to know how many hits the yellow head can take before it dies. And the red one. And then I have to set up the blue one so that we can kill it and then kill the other two quickly after. So it's one. It's two. I didn't think we would die. Physical damage is quite heavy on the dude. Actually, it might straight up be elemental damage that's dealing with those attacks because they have the different colors. The bite is kind of overpowered. There's no safe spot. I don't know what the strategy is here for Mr. Dark Dragon. Probably don't be a wizard is a strategy. I think we can beat him, but it's gonna take some serious effort on my part. Hide in the corner. One. Is that like 3? 4, 5, 6, 7. So it can take 7 hits. I should probably leave the ice head where it's at now. And so we just want to hit the lightning head. And the fire head a couple more times. Well, that's super unfair. Dude, this boss fight is like a pleb filter. Unless there's a more intuitive way of fighting this. Alright, let's see if we can kill Red. Please. Please! Oh shit, got him. That is a boss. Never. It's over now. Yeah, storytellers really love this concept of an indestructible being so powerful that it can only be sealed away, and yet it's not so powerful that it can prevent itself from being sealed away over and over and over again. And I don't understand why. It's not very good storytelling. It's just like, you solve the problem temporarily, there'll be an era of peace, and then chaos once again. Take the chaos breaker in your hand. Wait, do I have to actually do stuff? Why don't you guys do it? The switch just goes in. Oh no, I've been pierced by the holy blade. Sounds like a problem for children's thousands of years from now. AKA the 10th generation. How are you supposed to dodge that biting attack of him, though? Insane hitboxes on that. data saved. So once again, I don't know if there is a post-game to this game. I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. Yeah. Man, what a great experience. There, Shining Souls, very humble little action RPG. Probably a little bit ahead of its time in some ways. Bringing that kind of gameplay onto the Game Boy Advance is pretty nutty. And multiplayer with link cable. Crazy ambitious. Overly basic, Sally. That final boss though, holy crap. I wonder how many kids got walled on that thing. Maybe they expect you to go back through and farm previous areas or something. And get a little more powerful. The bass drop in this credits theme. Pew, 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 pew. Kind of surprised that there were 3 people involved in packaging design alone for a Game Boy Advance title. You really need 3 designers on the packaging team? Suppose it is what it is. I feel like these credits are all over the place. They already did special thanks. Director and art director. You think director would be one of the first credits listed, right? Presented by Sega. Alright, what do you have for me post-game wise? Atlas. I do love Atlas games. So 8 areas, huh? Advanced mode is now available. What is advanced mode? Well, we seem to be in the same situation here. Generally. I didn't see any buttons saying advanced mode. I might have to look this up so I understand exactly how this works. Alright, let's look it up. We'll try game facts. Oh, reliable. Shining Soul guides. A wizard guide. Soul item FAQ. Guide and walkthrough. Alright, let's try the guide and walkthrough. I'm gonna search advanced mode. You can now play the game in advanced mode. New monsters, harder levels. Enjoyo. Apparently you have to kill each of his heads 3 times, so maybe if you can't kill them all at the same time, that's a hard limit. But if you kill them all at the same time, like we did, you don't have to do it 3 times. According to the guide, anyway. But, it just said advanced mode. In advanced mode, enemies are harder, areas are longer, you'll get better items. Well, I'm kind of curious how powerful we can be. I don't feel like doing a full area now, because we've gone over 2 hours. So we're gonna save it here, but we'll continue with Shining Soul 1. Maybe I'll do one run through again on advanced mode and see, you know, we can power up our character and have some fun. I'm curious if the stats cap at 99. And I would like to become stronger. No, I'm in no rush to move on to Shining Soul 2. Like I said, I'll probably take a break. I won't go straight to Shining Soul 2. Take a break from this type of genre once I had my fill, of course. I haven't had my fill yet of Shining Soul. So next time I record this, do some advanced mode and see what it has to offer. No promises on me finishing the whole thing. We'll see if it holds my interest. But we'll give it a shot, at least for one more recording.